Wait, which part? That we got free?
We fought to be saw as equals. Not even better. Not like fought to like, oh, I want to dominate. We fought to be seen as equal.
I agree with, yeah, I agree back
yeah, what you think it is today then?
That we oppress ourselves.
So, because
we're in a baby mama pandemic and we're okay with it.
We are.
We're in an absent father pandemic and we're okay with it.
Yes, everybody snap up. That's exactly, we got to change that.
Exactly.
How we going to change it? How you going to help?
Blaming the white people. That's how you change it.
Yes, accountability is the main thing.
Exactly.
We have to be aware in order to be accountable. If we don't know where it's coming from, then what the hell are we going to do?
My people read and have given a boy for an harlot.
So casting lots for my people is what? So an auction block full of our people, full of God's people, like what we see right here. An auction block of people, that's casting lots. Read.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
They given a boy for a harlot. Whenever somebody visited from plantation in Virginia to a plantation in Georgia, what would happen? You can have one of my best nigger gals. Right? Read.
And sold a girl for wine.
And sold a girl for wine. We were property, merchandise. Read.
That they might drink.
Read.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Who are Tyre and Zidon? See, this is why the history is important. Tyre and Zidon are Hamitic nations, meaning they're Africans. Get me Exodus chapters, I want 11 and 7. Exodus 11 and 7, we're going to get that. Exodus 11 and 7.
Exodus chapter 11 verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
A dog is a heathen. Read.
Against man or beast.
It's meaning another nation, other outside of the children of Israel. That's what God said. We ain't making it right. Read.
That ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference.
God put a difference between who?
Between the Egyptians.
The Egyptians, which is who? Who are Egyptians?
Don't ask me.
Africans. Egyptians are Africans. Read.
And Israel.
He put a difference between the Africans and the Israelites? Yes. They look the same, but they are not the same. The Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So when you have the school of thought that we sold ourselves into slavery, that is just misinformation and tweaked education. I'm not going to say that y'all not, it's oppression. I'm not going to say that you're not educated, because you're very educated, I can tell. But Africans did not sell Africans into slavery. They sold Israelites into slavery. And we did not sell ourselves into slavery. We were sold into slavery by, go back to Joel, by the Africans to who?
Verse 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold.
Have you sold to who?
Unto the Grecians.
Who are the Grecians? Who are the Grecians?
You tell me.
White people. Stop, come on, man, y'all know this. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, talks about the prophecy that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans would go into slavery for disobeying God. Remember, all of this is our fault. And our only job is to teach y'all what the Bible says so that we can get out of this condition. Because you may not be, what's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't have you. Sydney and Daniel. I'm sorry, Daniel and Sydney. Sydney, you may not be oppressed. You grew up in a two-parent household. I don't know how affluent y'all were, whatever, but you may not have felt oppressed, and through education in this curriculum, whatever curriculum they got out here in school. How old are you?
24.
24, yeah. I don't know, they probably took slavery out of the book before you got to high school. But,
No.
I'm kidding, you ain't that young. But, you may not be oppressed yourself, but your people are. Especially Simeon. Simeon oppressed as hell in the Dominican Republic. Them and the so-called Haitians, Levi, they oppressed as hell out there. Venezuela? Well, that ain't Simeon, but she said she's Simeon. They oppressed as hell. But I know one thing's for sure, the black people in America are oppressed.
I don't believe that.
Yes, they are. If you don't believe that, it's because you choose not to believe that.
Right.
And it means that you don't pay attention or care about your people.
No, I care about them, but
No,
I
you
think
don't.
some problems we may cause on our own.
We do. That's when we out here teaching our people to leave those issues alone. Remember, adulterers won't make it into the kingdom of heaven. Idolaters won't make it into the kingdom of heaven. Effeminate, abusers of themselves and mankind, thieves, covetous people, none of them are making it. So if you black, Hispanic, Native American, you're not getting the kingdom of heaven unless you change those things about yourself. We do those things to ourselves.
I think most things we do to ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, we cause
Just
more.
like getting it, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. The reason we even in this position is because we did it to ourselves.
Now, would you say, I agree with this, we oppress ourselves?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I agree with that. I don't think white people are out here oppressing, or Asian people are oppressing us.
Yeah, they are. And who's that black lady that got beat up outside that hair shop by them Asians? Man, they beat the hell out of that girl.
I'm talking about the majority.
This is why I say that people who think that all people will be saved have a high probability of not making it into the kingdom of heaven. Because they will turn the blind eye to the obvious oppression that they are putting their people in. Because you will refuse to believe that the white man or the Asian man or whatever kind of man you want, you will refuse to believe that they oppress us, even when the Bible says it. You'll refuse to believe it. Give me Psalms chapter 83. I'm sorry, Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna just tell you what it says. It says that if we didn't obey God's commandments, we would suffer all the curses in Deuteronomy 28. And all those curses included slavery. What 68 is slavery on slave ships. That was a curse that was going to befall the children of Israel for breaking God's commandments, which means what? They did it to themselves. We did it to ourselves. However, just like it was on us to get ourselves in that situation, it's on us to get out of it. And one of those things that we got to do is remind ourselves, bethink ourselves, like the Bible say, that we are oppressed and that we do have a job to do to get out of this condition. Because it's not just you by yourself, sis. We are a people. We gotta move as a people.
And
when you go to little Chinatown, we
oppress ourselves more than the white people oppress us.
We do.
Okay,
no,
then.
not more than the white people. No, not more. That's a stretch. What happened is the systematic oppression that we were put. You telling me? You ever read Willie Lynch, The Making of a Slave?
No.
So, The Making of a Slave. A lot of the things that you are saying oppress us were taught to slave owners by Willie Lynch.
Okay.
You know that? Did you know that?
No, but I got a question. What race has the most absent fathers?
Blacks.
Okay, what race goes
Have you
to
read Willie Lynch?
No, but what race has
You
the
gotta
most
read Willie Lynch
What
before
race
we
has
have-
the most abortions?
Blacks.
Okay.
Yes. Black people aborted more than 19 million babies since 2019.
Exactly.
Black women. Black women. Since 2019. 19 million. I feel like 2019 a long time ago. I think it was.
That was 1976.
Yeah.
76 to 2017.
It is. It's way more. 19. That's black women. So yes, black people. To answer your question. But have you read Willie Lynch?
No, I've never
Okay.
heard of it.
So read the Willie Lynch letter.
I read the Willie Lynch.
Read the Willie Lynch letter, and it will show you the things that we do to oppress ourselves and how it was taught to the slave owners to instill in us to oppress ourselves like that. The north, the south, the east, the west. It said divide them, put the niggas, the dark ones in the field, put the light ones in the house. Colorism, divide them by sections of the plantation, so they'll be divided by north, south, east, and west. You see the west side, east side, all of that still happens today. It's a product of Willie Lynch. Emasculating the man, sis, it takes a long time to undo 400 plus years. It takes a very long time. It's not gonna happen in 2 elections. You understand? That's not how that works. It ain't gonna happen by an 8-year term from Barack Obama. That's not gonna undo it. So, all of those things that were done to our people were instilled in us, including the emasculation of the man, which is the root of absent fathers. That is the root of absent fathers. Emasculate him, kill him, tie him up to a horse, rip his body apart in front of the woman, and then beat her with a bullwhip. What's she gonna teach her son? My baby boy, please do not be strong.
Do you think men are still being emasculated today?
Hell yeah, men are being emasculated today. Kevin Hart wore a dress a couple years ago.
That was his choice.
Yeah, that was his choice.
Like,
But why?
A bull, like, ripping
He sold his soul. I mean,
Exactly, but why? What does that do? It's influence. It is influence. These are I'm saying it influences the masses. It's okay to wear a dress.
So-
God says it's not okay to wear a dress. But if you teach kids that it's funny,
so that goes
what's
back to
gonna
black
happen?
people oppressing black people, because you can say the same thing about Medea, Big Mama. all those
absolutely, we
words
will
that-
say the same thing about Medea
So that's black
and Big
people
Mama.
telling you it's okay. There's more black gay
It's,
people than
yeah,
black
it ain't,
people.
yeah, it ain't.
So it's
First
more,
of all, it's not their film. Secondly, again, it stems from way before Kevin Hart putting on a dress. The emasculation of a man starts way before that.
So also the emasculation is leading to, like, fathers being absent. Like, I don't see, like, how Kevin Hart being addressed is causing dads not being in their kids' lives.
Well, if a boy wants to be homosexual because he saw Kevin Hart wearing a dress, he's not gonna have a family.
so Kevin Hart is black. The dude that you're talking about is black. That would be, in your terms, black on black oppression.
Yeah, y'all are missing Kevin Hart did it. The people who paid Kevin Hart to do it are not. Why they not in question?
At the end of the day,
Dave
he
Chappelle
chose-
said no.
He's a grown man. He don't gotta
Yeah.
Of course, he's a grown man. He doesn't have to do it, but he did.
So
And who told him to do it? It doesn't matter if it was
Yeah.
his decision to make it happen or not. The oppression comes from the so-called people in power. I'm not gonna say
just
white.
like
I feel like
Dave-
people get offended when we say the white man.
just like Dave Chappelle
You get
had
offended
a
when I say
choice-
that? Don't get offended when I say the white man.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay.
Just like Dave Chappelle had a choice and said no, Kevin Hart had a choice and could have said no.
Listen, why are we talking about comedians? That's
You brought him up.
It's an example, but that's not we're not gonna move the goalposts. What we're talking about is oppression stems from slavery and the Willie Lynch letter. What we see with Kevin Hart and Medea and all of that is an example. Emasculate them, be docile, don't be firm in your decision making so that you can be safe, my boy. That's what I'm saying. If a woman tells her young boy to be docile and to not stand up for himself because he will be murdered, and that is perpetuated throughout the black community for over 300 years, yes, when somebody's presented, hey, I need you to wear a dress because whatever. If he says no, what's gonna happen? They're gonna do what Kanye West did, take all your money. You know, niggas are scared to lose money. No, don't take my money from me.
So shouldn't your message to the black people would be like,
My message to black people is repent and keep God's commandments.
I mean, of course,
and
that-
learn your history.
but you said Asian people are oppressors, okay?
Say that again?
You said white people / Asian people are oppressors.
I'm saying the other nations. Those are just two
the other
examples I'm
nations.
using.
Well, I didn't want to say white people, you say Asian.
Yeah, I said say Asian because people always say white people like that's the only other nation.
Okay, other races
Yeah.
are oppressing black people.
Uh-huh.
So shouldn't your message be to black people like keep a watch?
Keep a watch for what? What's the point of keeping a watch if you're not gonna do nothing?
Kevin Hart probably didn't think he was gonna do nothing.
Kevin Hart's not doing anything. I'm talking about people like y'all. Yeah, I'm talking about making a change. People like y'all who have the opportunity to get married, have children, and raise children, and teach children, have the opportunity to teach them truth, and to teach them and educate them what their oppressors will not. Because the absence of information is gonna make you a fool. If you're not teaching your children and you got them in a curriculum that's teaching them 8 hours a day, they're spending more time with your kids than you are. And what's gonna happen? They're going to grow up and do and learn the things that they're being taught. which means the ideology, what they say, kill the enemy and save the man? That the ideology is what's gonna change first. It's okay, no, all people are the same, we all equal. No. Look, God came to save everybody, we all can be saved, we all equal. Don't think, you're not oppressed, we're not oppressed. Look at us, we're free, I'm walking across the street. And a gift destroyed the heart. We think it's a gift. We think, when the Emancipation Proclamation got signed by Abraham Lincoln, we was like, he love us. And things has changed. We fought for equality. That shit's crazy. We fought for equality, to be treated equally. You understand? You don't think that's oppression?
Wait, which part? That we got free?
We fought to be saw as equals. Not even better. Not like fought to like, no, I want to dominate. We fought to be seen as equal.
I agree with, I agree back then.
Yeah, what you think it is today then?
That we oppress ourselves.
So, because
we're in a baby mama pandemic and we're okay with it.
We are.
We're in an active father pandemic and we're okay with it. We're sleeping around.
Everybody's snapping up for this. That's exactly, and we got to change that.
Exactly.
How are we going to change it? How you going to help?
By not blaming the white people. That's how you change it.
Yes, accountability is the main thing.
Exactly.
However, we have to be aware of the account. We have to be aware in order to be accountable. If we don't know where it's coming from, then what the hell are we going to do? Do you make the curriculum in your school? So when they teaching your children that it's okay to be sodomite, homosexual, they say yes. Being gay is you are born that way. Y'all believe that? Y'all believe you born gay? No? Why not? That's what they say. And they're gonna teach your kids that. You gonna let them teach your kids that?
No.
Yes, you are. Because you don't think that you're being oppressed. You don't hear what I'm saying and listen to what I'm saying and hear what I'm not. Y'all have to be the authors of y'all's future and y'all children. And the only way that you're gonna be able to do that is to recognize where the ill comes in at. It ain't coming in from the neighbor. The neighbor is not making the curriculum in the school that's going to keep your child from getting the kingdom of heaven. I think we're missing that this is the focal point. Us getting salvation. If you're not teaching your child how to get salvation, they're not going to get it.
Well, I agree with that point.
Yes, I understand. It's hard for us to see other nations as being evil, or some of them good, some of them straight people, some of them I wouldn't mind, giving a ride to, I don't know, the store. But as a whole, as a nation, I don't just think about myself. I think about us as a people. I think about them as a people. God sees them as a people. That's the point. So if you don't see oppression, or you don't see them as being oppressors, then anytime they do something wrong, you're gonna find the reason why we did it to ourselves. Sometimes that's not the case.
No, I agree with that. I just don't believe the greater majority of maybe whites or Asian is oppressing. I think we oppress ourselves harder than anybody else.
I got you. This is what you do for your homework. Read the Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah.
You too, Daniel. Read the Willie. He got it. Read the whole. I'm talking about the whole book. Read the woman part. Yeah. After this, y'all can go.
Okay.
Read.
The breaking process of the African woman.
So this is how you break a black woman.
Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly.
So, you want the woman to submit to you willingly. This is what Willie Lynch is telling the slave owners. You want her to submit willingly. You want her to say, ain't no oppression. Ain't no oppression by them as the greater majority. Let her willingly come to that conclusion. Read.
Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics.
She's the most important factor. Years and years and years and years and years, and this is why, like I said earlier, most of the time we get a couple come up, the woman do all the talking. It's just innate. years and years and years of conditioning, right?
Because she is the most important factor for good economics.
Read.
If she shows any signs of resistance,
if she shows any resistance, aside of Shakur, who else? Fanny, who hate? If you show any sign of resistance, do what?
In submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her.
Do not hesitate to beat the hell out of her, Reed.
To extract the last bit of B out of her.
To extract the last bit of B out of her. The B word there is bitch.
Okay.
Right? Extract that last bit out of her. So that she ain't bucking up against us no more. She's not revolutionary standing by her husband no more. Read.
Take care not to kill her.
Don't kill her though.
For in doing so, you spoil good economics.
How is it spoiling good economics if you kill her?
She's gone.
Right, meaning you can't do what? You can't interbreed. You can't do those things that were lucrative for slave plantations. You can't do those things. She's dead. Read.
When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age.
She's going to train the offspring to submit to the same oppressor that beat the hell out of her that she submitted to. Be like this. Don't have your own mind. Imagine your mother telling you, Daniel, please, just shut up.
So we don't have to walk in that no more. Daniel, has your mom ever told you that? My mom hasn't.
Why you keep saying mom? We're talking about as a people, because certainly Trayvon Martin's mom and the people that feel her pain tell their kids that.
You're talking about
what? I'm
that's
talking
not
about
the greater
oppression.
majority though.
Yes, it is. Because if something happened to him and it's global news and I have to tell my son the same thing because there's a pattern of that, who got the list of the pictures of people that lost their life to police brutality? Pull that picture up. Pull that picture up. Whether it was their fault or not, pull that picture up. Unarmed. Make sure you put unarmed in it because you don't have to use lethal force. Somebody coming at you with a car, you do what you gotta do. Some people running away with their backs turned after selling a couple of cigarettes.
No, I agree that's wrong.
But this is what happens more times than not.
So I guess what I'm saying is I'm a numbers person. So if
look at the numbers. Go find the numbers.
Then you gotta let me finish. If I feel like the numbers are bigger over here, like black people kill more black people. You agree?
Wow.
No. What, you gonna blame the white person too?
I'm saying why?
I don't know. I don't know why.
You ever heard of redlining?
No.
What's redlining?
Where they like separate different districts based on like who's done them, African Americans will be like in this district, white with the year, Hispanics.
Now, what schools are in those districts with blacks? IPS. Well, I say IPS. That's I grew up in Indiana. Public income, public school systems. The ones that got numbers, like little prisons. Not a school with a name. Dorman High School. Not Dorman High School, but
IPS.
Greenville Public School 35. Right? So, black woman was taught to train her children to be docile. But again, oppression is linked. When we oppress ourselves, it's linked to a root. If you go to the doctor for pain in your back, the root might be something in your heel. You understand?
Yeah.
But you got to get to the source of the pain to fix the issue.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.